Welcome to the Mulligan Menace. Today we're playing a deck I call Dark and Darker. But first, before we get into the deck list, please hit that subscribe button below. Help support the channel. Fairly new channel, just started a couple months ago, posting daily content for everybody. So if you want to see the latest daily content, hit subscribe, hit that like button to help out the channel. And let's get into the deck tech here. Dark and Darker, the whole idea, I brewed this deck because I wanted to focus on the Dark Knight and Dark Confidant combo. And it's not really a combo as much as they just can help out each other. So Cecil, obviously, it deals damage to you when it deals damage itself. So the idea is you want to get down to 10 life so that you can flip this over. And then on the flip side, Dark Confidant allows you to draw cards and you lose life equal to what you draw. Now, if you can drop this turn one, this turn two, you could lose quite a bit of life with some of these cards. Like, for instance, with this, you can actually lose 9 life if you draw this off of Dark Confidant. But that means that on turn 3, this guy is going to flip then over to the lifelink. And at that point, the game really can shift when you have a lifelink creature, start dealing a lot of damage, things like that. And I wanted to focus on the life gain aspect in this deck, and some of the strongest life gain aspects in mono black is dealing with Bloodthirsty, Enduring Tenacity, and then also the Cleric. They are a combo here with Bloodthirsty, so as long as you have Bloodthirsty and you have an Enduring Tenacity or a Cleric out, and you deal damage to an opponent, you instantly win the game with the combo as long as they can't disrupt by killing any of the creatures. Really helps out in that situation. We do also have Louise here for some life gain as well. So if you can't attack in to do damage to opponent, you are able to do so with Louise. He's also really nice against aggro decks. You can drop this fairly cheap, have a nice blocker, gain a little life. It's lifelink itself. Really comes in handy. We do have a little bit of ramp here as well to try to get up to that 5 as fast as you can. We have Strategic Betrayal for removal, Shoot the Sheriff for removal. We do have the 2 Virtues for removal as well. Little hand disruption with Deep Cavern Bats and Duress. And then we also have the 4 Acolytes for lifelink. Those other abilities are very strong as well. Drawing cards. You can imagine you can fly in and do a little damage, draw a card. You don't mind your creature dying, like Enduring dying, and then you can get a 2/2 off of it. Things like that are really handy in this deck. And then, ultimately, if you get to the late game where they're able to kill off all your creatures and everything, you're able to drop the Persistence. Persistence then can bring stuff back from your graveyard. And remember, you can do the same thing with Terminus as well. I have done that in a few of the matches, I believe. 1 or 2 of the matches that I recorded. And then also, we have a 3 of the Annex here. We're not really relying on a demon combo with this, but what the Annex allows you to do is you can drop a turn, an early Dark Knight, and then this allows you to actually lose life so you can get down to that 10 faster so that you can flip the Dark Knight. And then eventually you'll be able to flip this over, plus you have the card advantage with that. So the whole idea is between Dark Confidant and then 3 Unholy Annexes, you're going to have a fistful of cards. You're going to be dropping a lot of creatures and gaining a lot of life, because you can just imagine if you have a Conqueror out, how much damage you're doing and just gaining that much life. In the last game, you just saw how strong that is. I think it was game 5 that I actually did that with in this. Just a crazy amount of damage. The other game, same thing. I had the combo going out with a lot of that stuff too. So please hit subscribe. Otherwise, let's get into the gameplay. All right, let's look at this one. We got 3 land, Dark Knight, Acolyte, Tenacity, and the Conqueror. So we do have a combo in our hand. Let's keep it. We don't have any ramp. No disruption. Oh, we do have draw, though. Okay, we're playing against the mill deck. Authority. Another knight. That's not very good. Suppose if they have removal, we got it as backup. Probably dropping the Annex next turn. Get that down. Start a card draw. Now that they kind of are close to a sweep, I'm tempted to just drop the tenacity. This might just end up getting countered. Question is, how much do they care about it? Well, care enough to counter it. Okay, next attack, he flips. We'll get them both down. Gavern Bat's a turn too late. We want to really get that to disrupt their hand last turn, but that's okay. Yeah. Kind of figured that would happen. Let's take a look at their hand, see if we can get rid of anything that can stop us. Okay, they can bounce. Okay. They do have the flash flying, so we won't attack into it. Do we want the double draw? I think we do. Because we can pull out our... Okay. We can pull out our demon next turn and then follow it up with the Conqueror. Okay. Bouncing these back to their hand is not too amazing. Get our demon. We're not going to attack into the Kieran. They want to flash in the Kieran, that's fine. Okay, they're trying to get me down. All right, we have the full combo here in hand. I was going to say, as long as they don't kill one of our creatures. So they can bounce our demon now. I think I'm going to cast the other demon. Just because they can bounce our demon. I'm going to hold off as long as they don't have removal. Actually, let's cast the Dark Confidant. Because we need to get damage in. They'll be able to drop this for a block. With us casting the Conqueror and the Cleric next turn, we have the combo online as long as we do damage. Well, I guess we don't have to attack in if we have this, but if they have a bounce or something, yeah, we'll discard it. So nice having a fistful of cards here. All right, that's fine. Back in, and we got the combo. Good game. All right, let's look here. We have 3 land. We have a bat, Confidant, Terminus, and the Bloodthirsty. We'll probably get the Dark out early. Maybe we'll drop the bat, actually, just to see what's in their hand. We drop the Terminus, we can do both on turn 3. Maybe that's the play we'll do. Playing against black. So they probably have removal. We can get rid of one of the removal with the bat to start out. Okay, they have a tap land, so that's good. They could be doing a whole lot here. Are they... Okay, black-green. We'll start it out with this. We'll see what they got in their hand. What are we cooking with? We do have an Assassin's Trophy, so that is removal. Yeah, multiple removal. 3 different removals in their hand. Which one? Okay, we're probably wanting to get rid of the Betrayal first. This actually allows us to ramp. So let's grab a Shoot the Sheriff. We don't want him to throw away our graveyard. We do like having our graveyard. So let's just do this. This will feel out both of those, is my guess. Or 2 of them. Okay, they only get rid of the 1. So we will take that for the ramp. Really didn't matter that much. I'm going to expect to see... We might just be able to trigger this. Huh. We have another one in hand for the Bloodthirsty. So let's do that. We're going to get the Bloodthirsty out. If we draw land, I kind of feel like I might sack the bat. That might be a response play. Okay, they're ramping out. We do have the potential combo online as long as we draw. Okay, we didn't get the land. Let's get that out. We just need the Starscape Cleric, and this would be like an instant win in this situation. Okay, River Regent. What are they bouncing? Bat, maybe? No. Well, we did get our land, unfortunately. I think the play is this. We'll have them exile their graveyard as well. Might as well play out our hand. All right, good game. All right, we got 3 land, Duress, Confidant. We got the Enduring as well as the Annex. We're keeping that one. And we'll Duress them to start out. We'll be able to get Dark down next turn. Removal, Sweeper. So turn 5 Sweeper. They do have a counter. It's good to remember. I'd rather get rid of this so we can keep our Dark Confidant around a little bit. I'm okay with them doing the Sweeper. Confidant down. And then we can get the Annex online next turn as well. It bounced it. Okay. Well, now they can counter anything they want. I'm going to let them counter one of my Annexes. I got 3 of them. There was a good chance that they would have countered the Dark Confidant, and I'd rather have that around. I'm not going to cast 3 Annexes this game, so... Okay, we will... I think we'll still get the Annex down. Finally got our land here. So we're off a land here, because we should be on 4 land. Okay. Well, we'll look at their hand, see if they let us do this. You got a Flood Maw. Okay, that's going to take a turn. I mean, they'll be able to do this next turn, right? Or they got starting town, yep. So they're going to be able to either sweep or do this counter. I'm going to do this to make them spend the Flood Maw. I mean, they can still do this next turn. Let's just do this. We'll see what they do. It kind of prevents them having a turn on my turn here. If I throw this out there, they're going to do a full sweep, which I think I'm okay with. I just want to kind of bait out the cover up here. There it is. Now, they don't have a counter available. They do have a bounce spell, which means it doesn't make sense to throw that out. We can cast 2 creatures by doing this with the Offspring, so let's do that. It makes his Flood Maw that much worse. Because he's going to bounce probably the token. That way I can't recast it. He might even be keeping this, waiting for the chamber to unlock. I'm kind of hesitant to even cast a spell. Because he's going to outsmart anything I cast. I don't have anything that's cheap to cast as well. See what they do here. Kind of want him to Flood Maw. Oh, he had a long goodbye. Okay. He gets that back. Well, now we know he's not going to counter. We can do... Let's see here. bounce. Let's get... He's going to bounce anything we really do. Maybe we do for the card draw. But we can do two things, I suppose, if we want to cast a low-cost Louise. Let's do this for the card draw. And we'll cast a low-cost Louise. Okay, he did have a counterspell. Got that out of their hand. We got draw. Okay. Unfortunately, they did draw land, so they have enough to do... Oh, they're not going to be able to counter next turn. They have a Flood Maw. I think we're going to do this. Get that Flood Maw out of their hand. Well, first we'll attack in. Because they're going to Flood Maw our token. We probably... Oh, they let us do it? Wow. Oh, they just let the triggers on the stack. Okay. That's fine. We do have removal available. Okay, they don't have the counter up. Unless they have it on that last card there. My turn. As long as this can stick. Do we got him? We comboed him out. Good game. All right, we go first. We do have 3 land. We got a Dark Knight, a little bit of removal, and 2 of the Enduring. We'll keep this. Get the Dark Knight down right away. Holding up some removal. Sorcery speed, so it's not like I'm really holding it up for instant. Ooh, we got some ramp going on. So next turn we'll be able to try to drop an Enduring if they don't have a counterspell. Interesting. Blue-red prowess, maybe? We will get the tenacity down while the getting is good. These two kind of work. Work good having a blocker to hold back anything, so I can attack in and kill the challenger if needed. I will block here because this will come back if it dies. Yeah, that's fine. I got the other tenacity in hand. Okay. You know, there's something to be said about letting that come through, but it was untapped, so he could have blocked. Because I could have dropped the Conqueror and had the combo win. Well, technically, I still do, actually, because I have the tenacity in play. Oh, I don't have a way to gain life here. But never mind. Good life. All right, we got 2 land. We got the Knight, Dark Confidant, Villager, Cleric. I got the full combo on here. We'll keep this. I meant to say at the ending of the last game that we actually did have the full combo there, so we were good to go no matter what. Because you can substitute the Cleric for the Enduring. He's going to get some ramp here. Do we want to disrupt their ramp plan? That might be the way to do this. We're not anywhere near dropping the Conqueror, so it's not like we needed to get the Cleric out. Okay, that's fine. Get the Confidant out. I'll probably get the Cleric out next turn. Okay, and webs. This kind of looks like it might be Kona deck with the Windswept here. Double land. Let's get the Cleric out. I'm going to attack in. I kind of want them to trade, but they're not going to. Okay. We do have the combo kill here. Ah, they found it. They're going to attack in with that. We do need to find some removal for that. No blocks. Can't just keep this unblocked to stop that from attacking in. Either that or we're going to attack. Actually, we can attack in anyways. I took a crap ton amount of damage because of this. Guess that changes what we do here. Let's drop this and gain 3 life. That's the only downside to having this combo. You want that to happen when you're at 20 life, but you don't want that to happen. I'll drop the 2 life if I do that. We'll do no attacks. There's a good chance that we just die next turn from our own Dark Confidant. I could have attacked it with the Confidant. Okay, they station. They station. Split up. Well, we don't die from our own creature. 4, this can block. We can get a 6/6 demon. And we can duress. Should have done the duress first, just in case. Okay, they're going to get a... They'll be able to do 3 damage if they want to do it that way. I don't think they're going to attack in with the Darvel. Okay, they're stationing. Unfortunately, we don't have enough land to do this and the annex. Oh, that's a decent play. Now we can do both. I don't think attacking in does anything for us at this moment. I'd rather keep back a blocker. Think he's going to hold back here. Oosh, the sheriff is pretty good here. I almost want to do this. I could go for the combo, but I don't want to risk them having something crazy. So what we're doing is we're going to first shoot the sheriff here. We'll drop the Bloodthirsty. This gives us the ability to just gain a ton of life here. All right. Now they're in trouble. Yeah, I mean, I could have went for the removal and then hope that I could cast Bloodthirsty, but I don't think any of those plans would have possibly worked depending on what they have, obviously drawing-wise. Sheltered by Ghost would have ruined that, so good thing I didn't go that game plan. You can gain a lot of life with this deck just out of nowhere. So even if you're just down to a couple points of life, you have still a really good chance. Okay, they're going to try gaining life here. Lifelink ward, lifelink ward. 10 damage. I'm down to 13. Let's do this, because I want to save some for that Dark Confidant. I might end up blocking with it, to be honest with you. You know what? I'm not going to have enough to do that 5/6. I'm still going to be 1 off for that. Yeah, I think we're still going to block. We're going to be dropping both of these next turn. Another shelter. Interesting. Okay, they go after that. I mean, that does turn our annex off. That was a terrible draw, too. All right. So I am going to hold that back. We'll take 2 damage. We're drawing land, way too much land here, but we can trade. Actually, we can trade with one of them if they attack with both. I suppose we can double block if we really want to get a specific creature back. Okay, shelter. They're going to get rid of our Acolyte, I would think. That was interesting. I suppose they had legendary, so they got rid of the other legendary. They can only have so many of them. I think we're going to block here. Gets our combo piece back. Do have a split up, though. Can't cast that, can they? They can't cast it. We got a little lucky on that. All right, we can drop that. We're going to betray them. Ooh. Yeah, they're going to have to sack this one, which is the original, which is good. So they have a 5/4 life-linking ward. 6/7. We can trigger this on the Confidant next turn. No point in doing it, because we got the... Do we have... Don't have the full combo, but we can pull back an Acolyte here, so we might as well attack in, I guess. Fortunately, that's not in our graveyard, because we could pull back with Terminus. We're going to Terminus our Confidant at the end of the turn, I think. That's pretty strong. I guess we're going to block with Confidant. This also prevents the life gain if we do it this way. I could kill that if I wanted to. Let's block. Take 5, I'm at 7. I'll go down to 5 off of the Annex, but then we'll have our other creature. Let's block here. Get rid of that. Take 3. Ooh, Boroid's really good for them. Fortunately, it was after their combat. Do have the Cecil we could also get. I can do damage to him and draw a card. Let's do that. We will attack in with the 1. Get that out, even though they don't have any cards in hand, just another blocker. Drop a land. Take 2 damage. Another bat. Okay, they got another Boroid. They can't copy Legendary. Okay, they don't cast or attack in with... Oh, they do. Okay. Doesn't have trample. Doesn't have trample. This is a 9/8. We need to kill the 9/8. And then we can do a block here. And that should be game. Because we're going to get our Bloodthirsty back. Good game. All right, that's the Dark and Darker deck. I gotta say, this was a fun deck to play. It is really neat just how many interactions these cards have with each other. You can gain a crazy amount of life just in a single turn. Being down to 1 life is not a big deal in this deck sometimes, just with different cards that you have to play, and you can really ramp up your life total quickly with this deck. Really neat. I really enjoyed how much card draw I had. It always felt like I had a fistful of cards. Dark Confidant with the Unholy. It's crazy how much you have with that. I will say this is not a tier 1 deck by any means. You'll definitely run into the challenges. You can have a situation where your Unholy will just kill you at the end of the day, or even your Dark Confidant. If you are at lower life and you have a Confidant out, there is a good chance that one of these big cards could really hurt you in this situation. So you got to be careful if you're below 10 life with the Confidant. Maybe choose to block with it a little bit, or try to attack in and see if they'll kill it, kind of things like that. They're not expecting you to have such large cards in your deck when you have that card, obviously, on the board. So it does get sucked in for removal, so if they have removal, they'll tend to go after it. But you really got to be conscious about what you are doing, and this is an early play. It's not a very good late play in all things. The only time this is a really good late play is when you're already on the game, when you're gaining a lot of life already. So keep that in mind when you're playing the deck, but it is a blast to play. It is fun. It is great comboing out. If you really enjoy a combo deck, this is a good one to play with mono black. Otherwise, please hit that subscribe button below. Help out the channel. You'll be able to see the latest videos every day, and have a fantastic day.